So you've probably spent ages, right, working on your English, getting the grammar down, building up all that vocabulary.
hmm Hours and hours.
Exactly. But then you actually, talk to a native speaker, and
Yeah.
suddenly it feels different.
Totally different. Yeah.
The speed, for one, and then there's all the slang, the idioms. Sometimes it feels like they're not even following the grammar rules you learned so carefully.
Right. It's like you built this perfect little model house, grammatically speaking.
Yeah.
And then you step outside into this bustling, messy, real city. It's just not the same.
That's such a good way to put it, and if that sounds familiar to you listening, well, you're definitely not alone.
No, it's a super common experience.
So in this deep dive, we're going to unpack that. We want to get to the heart of sounding truly natural in English. Our mission really is to help you understand this key difference between what we're calling basic English and spoken English.
Yeah, and not just understand it, but know when to use which one, right?
Exactly. How to switch between them. Think of it like getting a shortcut, a way to think, speak, and really connect more like a native speaker.
Sounds good.
So we'll start by defining both basic and spoken English. Then we'll dig into why you really need both.
Okay.
After that, some really practical tips, genius tips, actually to sound more natural, and finally, how to, bridge that gap.
Great. Let's get into it.
Okay, so this whole idea of sounding natural, it really starts with the basics, doesn't it? Let's talk about basic English first.
Right.
Our sources call it the foundation, like the bricks and cement of the language house. Essential, maybe not flashy, but you need it.
That's a really helpful analogy. It is that foundation. It's the English you generally learn from textbooks in school, and it's all about being clear, structured, very rule-based. Subject-verb agreement, perfect tenses, full sentences, precision.
So it's heavy on the strict grammar.
Definitely. Strict grammar rules, often more formal vocabulary, words that are correct, but maybe not what you'd use chatting with a friend. And clear, full pronunciation of every single word, standard expressions everyone understands.
Right, like the example, hello, how are you? I am going to the store because I need to buy some milk.
Exactly. Grammatically perfect, super clear. Anyone learning English can understand it.
But, and this is the big but.
Yeah, it's not really how people talk casually, is it? It sounds a bit stiff.
Right, exactly. That formality really stands out, which makes me wonder, if you only know that basic perfect English, can you actually sound too formal? Like, does it get in the way?
Oh, absolutely. Being too rigid is a risk. Because spoken English, that's a whole different beast.
Okay, so what is spoken English then? That's the real life stuff, right? Used every day, not in a classroom.
Precisely. It's dynamic, it bends rules, shortens things. It often sounds, well, nothing like those perfect textbook sentences.
How so? What makes it different?
Well, first off, contractions are everywhere. I'm for I am, you're for you are, and especially the informal ones like gonna for going to.
Ah, okay. Gonna, wanna.
Exactly. Wanna, lemme for lemme. That leads to connected speech.
Yeah.
Words just flow together, they blend, it's faster.
Right, not pronouncing every single sound.
Not always, no.
Yeah.
And then you've got idioms and slang, just part of the fabric of conversation.
Like piece of cake.
Yeah, piece of cake for easy, or maybe I'm beat if you're tired. They add color, shortcut meaning. You also hear a lot of unfinished sentences, like, if you want, we could.
Yeah.
And you just know what comes next from the context.
Your brain fills it in.
Totally. And importantly, tone and rhythm are huge. They change everything depending on your mood, the situation.
So that earlier example, hello, how are you? I am going to the store. How would that sound spoken?
It'd be more like, hey, how's it going? I'm going to hit the store in Adler, grab some milk.
Wow, okay. Big difference. Same meaning.
Same meaning, yeah, but shorter, faster, just more natural sounding to a native ear.
That clicks. It's like sheet music versus a live jam session, like you said. Both work, but different energy. So this raises a really key question. If you have these two styles, basic and spoken, why not just pick one? Why learn both?
Ah, good question. Because sticking to just one has real downsides.
Right. Like, only basic English makes you sound kind of unnatural, maybe a bit robotic.
Exactly. Bit stiff, maybe hard to connect with casually. But if you only use spoken English,
then you might make mistakes in formal situations, like a job interview.
Precisely. You risk sounding unprofessional or unclear when precision matters. The real magic is being able to switch.
The magic switch. Okay, tell me more.
It's like having different outfits, right? You wouldn't wear gym clothes to a wedding.
Hopefully not.
Basic English is your smart suit, perfect for that job interview, a formal presentation, anywhere you need clarity and professionalism.
Got it.
Spoken English, that's your comfy, everyday clothes, for hanging out with friends, casual chats. It builds connection, rapport.
Makes sense. What about something in between, like a presentation?
Good point. Often, it's a mix. You might use clear, basic structures for your main points, but then use some spoken elements, contractions, a more relaxed tone to connect with the audience, make it feel less like a lecture.
So it's about being adaptable.
Totally adaptable when you can move between the two smoothly. You don't just speak English. You kind of own it. That's the real goal, I think.
Okay, owning it. I like that. So when you do own it, what are the real tangible benefits for someone beyond just sounding clear?
Oh, the payoffs are huge because you're not just getting your point across, you're actually connecting with people.
How so?
Well, mastering that switch, especially getting comfortable with spoken English, leads to way better conversations. You understand the jokes, the stories, the casual back and forth without constantly translating in your head.
Takes the stress out of it.
Big time.
Yeah.
No more awkward pauses while you search for the perfect grammar. That alone is a massive confidence booster.
I can imagine.
And when you sound more natural, more relatable, you build deeper connections. People feel more comfortable around you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, you get a better handle on the culture. So much culture is tied up in slang, idioms, the way people actually talk shows you kind of get it. And professionally, being adaptable like that, huge advantage. Makes you more versatile, better in team settings, client meetings. It really opens doors.
Okay, so the benefits are really clear. We know what basic and spoken English are and why mastering both is so important. The million-dollar question is always, how?
Right, the practical steps.
Yeah, what can people start doing, like today, to actually sound more natural? Any genius tips?
Definitely. There's some really actionable things. First, and maybe the most crucial, listen way more than you speak. But listen actively.
How do you mean actively?
Don't just hear the words. Tune into the music of spoken English. Watch movies, YouTube, podcasts, real people talking. Notice their tone, their rhythm, the words they choose in casual settings. When do they use gonna? When do words blend?
Okay, so pay attention to the sound and flow.
Exactly. Second tip, try shadowing.
Shadowing, what's that?
It's basically repeating what you hear immediately after you hear it. Try to match the speaker's speed, their intonation, everything.
Oh, interesting, like mimicking.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing for training your mouth muscles, getting that physical feel for a natural rhythm in connected speech.
Cool. What else?
Third, really embrace common contractions. Don't be afraid of them. I'm, you're, there, he's, she's, it, and definitely the informal ones. Gonna, wanna, gotta.
Using them makes you sound less robotic.
Totally. More relaxed, more natural. It's a key part of everyday spoken English. Fourth tip, collect phrases, not just single words.
Like chunks of language.
Exactly. Learn common chunks like no worries, instead of just it is okay or what's up for how are you. Sounds good for it. I agree. These little phrases make conversations flow smoothly.
Okay, got it. Collect chunks. Any more?
Yes, a big one. Fifth, let go of the fear of being imperfect.
Ooh, that's huge for language learners.
It really is.
Yeah.
You need to know that even native speakers make grammar mistakes in casual talk. It happens. The goal isn't 100% perfect grammar all the time.
What is the goal then?
Connection. Real communication. Getting your message across and understanding others. That's way more important than grammatical perfection in most everyday situations.
That's really freeing, actually. Okay, fantastic tips. It reminds me of that analogy you mentioned from the sources, learning to dance.
Yeah, the dancing analogy. You start with the basic steps, slow and careful, that's your basic English. Then, as you get comfortable, you add rhythm, style, flair, that's your spoken English. You blend them together.
So how do we actually do that blending? How do we bridge the gap between the basic steps and the real dance?
Well, it starts with having those solid basic steps, right? You need that good foundation in grammar. Don't throw it away.
Okay, keep the foundation strong.
Keep it strong. Then, consciously start sprinkling in those real-life expressions you're hearing, the slang, the idioms, but use them appropriately. Know the context.
Right, don't just drop slang randomly.
Exactly. Then, think about your speed. Allow yourself to slow down for clarity in formal settings, but also get comfortable speeding up a bit, matching the pace in casual chat.
Adjust the tempo.
And always, always adapt to your audience. Think about who you're talking to. Your boss, your best friend, your grandma, you'll naturally use a slightly different mix. That is the magic switch in action.
Adapting is key. You know, this reminds me of that story about Teacher Sam.
Oh, yeah, that's a great illustration of this whole journey. Tell us about Sam.
Well, apparently when he first learned English, he was like textbook perfect, amazing grammar, teachers loved him.
Star student.
Totally.
Yeah.
But then he actually moved to an English-speaking country.
Yeah.
And suddenly he struggled. He couldn't keep up with real conversations.
Even with perfect grammar.
Yeah. People apparently told him, you speak very well, but you sound really formal.
Ouch. That must have been frustrating.
Incredibly, he knew the language inside out, but something was missing.
So what changed?
His breakthrough came when he shifted his focus. He stopped just focusing on rules and started really listening.
Ah, back to the listening point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listening to the rhythm, the intonation, how people actually connected words. And then he started daring to try it himself.
Using contractions.
Yeah.
Blending sounds.
Yep. Even though it felt weird at first, he started mimicking what he heard native speakers do.
And what happened?
The change was apparently immediate. People started saying things like, wow, you sound like you've lived here for years.
That's amazing.
And that's when he had this big realization. Speaking naturally. It wasn't about losing his good grammar. It was about gaining connection. It was about adding more tools to his toolkit.
Such a powerful story. It really sums it up. Basic English is that essential structure, your foundation.
Right. Can't build without it.
But spoken English.
Right.
That's your style. That's how you connect, how you express your personality, how you really belong in the conversation.
So you need both.
You absolutely need both. Mastering that interplay, that switch, that's when you move beyond just speaking the language to truly communicating, inspiring, connecting.
That really brings it all together. And Teacher Sam's story is just, yeah, it hits home. So for everyone listening, if you've been kind of waiting for the right time to work on this,
Now's the time.
right, let this be your signal. Maybe just pick one thing, one tip from this deep dive, just one, and try it today.
Even a small step.
Or maybe try recording yourself. Speak a few sentences using basic English, then try saying the same thing using more spoken English features.
Yeah.
Notice how it sounds, how it feels.
That's a great idea. Awareness is key.
And most importantly, just talk. Join conversations, even
Right.
short ones. Make it a daily habit.
Absolutely. Practice is everything. And remember,
Yeah.
the goal isn't really to sound perfect in that old, rigid sense. The goal is to sound real, to sound like you.
That's powerful.
The world does just need more people who can recite English grammar rules.
Yeah.
It needs you. Your voice, your unique story, your style expressed naturally.